Hi guys, how's it going? I am today going to be looking at doing a little session. It's going to be about half an hour at this rate, maybe not even that. Just on doing some vocal production. Yeah, sorry, so I'm just working out why that the stream's got the wrong name, but never mind. So yeah, I'm going to be using ReVoice Pro, which is just a killer tool if you've never used it before. It's such a massive time saver, and also it's kind of a really cool effect in its own right. So this is the track I'm working on. So it's just super basic, not really any kind of any production in there. Let me just make sure I flick to the right scene. There we go. So it carries on. I made a promise from today, won't give up the fight. I need that loving. I need that loving tonight. My intention to keep. Okay, so I'm going to use ReVoice Pro to do some little things in here. This vocal looks like it's almost the same. No, it's not the same take. So let's just do some stuff here. I don't know why these are on separate tracks. Okay, so let's just have a listen to the vocal, this part in isolation. There are moments that you've been on my mind. Been out in the cold, lost my sympathy and drive. I know what's deep inside. There's been tough times, I've had tears. I've accepted change. So like, for example, there. I've accepted. He's sung it two different ways, which is perfectly normal. I find vocalists will often do this. They don't kind of maybe they just try it two different ways, and you end up with something which just sounds a bit messy. So there's a couple of things we can try with this. I love this program. It's really cool. I haven't used it for ages, so I'm quite excited to dive back in. So it's called ReVoice Pro. It's probably going to open on screen. Where's it gone? What are you? Okay. Okay, guys, you have to bear with me a sec because for some reason it's not loading my iLock, so just give me a sec. Okay, so I've lost the screen, but I've gained an iLock. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so we have ReVoice Pro here. So what I need to do, ReVoice Pro is a way of, basically they make VocAlign as well. So they do like tools that allow you to realign vocals essentially. So go Synchro Arts, ReVoice Pro, audio track 1. And on this track, I'm going to do ReVoice Pro link audio track 2. And this is going to send, I do shift, it'll send these two vocals over to ReVoice Pro and record it in.
There are moments that you've been on my mind.
And what it's going to do is going to match the pitch and the rhythm between the two takes, but obviously it's two different vocal performances, so there's going to be differences naturally, but things like that little bit there that I said sounded a bit messy, it's going to match them together, hopefully. Okay, so let's see what's happened. Okay, it didn't work. Why? Because they're both on audio track 1. It's live streaming. Gotta love live streaming. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do this properly. Delete what was there. Okay. It is fiddly. It is fiddly, I have to say.
There are moments that
so you can hear it there on the end of that moments. He's sung it two different ways as well.
Out in the cold, lost my sympathy and drive.
This is the kind of thing where the singers will just love you because you know, you make them sound well, they sound amazing anyway, but they appreciate the detail you put into processing the voice.
Out my fears, opportunity. I've lifted all the guilt and blame inside.
Okay, this is Andre Espel, by the way, the singer, great singer, and we recorded this track quite a long time ago now. So here we have the two vocals together. Now if I press B, it's been so long since I used this, why had I forgotten? I can choose APT, which is, don't know what it stands for, but it basically is going to match the two together. So we could say tightest timing and pitch, and we can always change it later. And we're going to say guide is audio track 1, dub is audio track 2, and the output is audio track 3. Now, this came from dialogue. So when people were doing automatic dialogue replacement in film, you know, if there was for some reason they couldn't use a dialogue and they needed to match it in the studio, get someone to re-say the line and match it to the voice, they'd use VocAlign to basically match the two together. And this is where the technology comes from, basically. Okay, cool. So if I mute the dub track, I think it's called. Yeah. Let's listen to these two together. So it's super, super tight. It's aligned it so there's no discrepancies in the performance, essentially. Let's do it one more time. There's a little glitch in there, but
there are moments.
It's definitely better than than it was, and I think I don't actually know this tool particularly well. I only really know it to do the kind of basic stuff, and there's probably a way of going in and fixing that kind of little glitch thing, but I can probably fix that using Isotope. It's not the best way of doing it, but okay, so that's the first thing, right? So let's export that, export audio track 3. Let's make get it in the right folder. Project. Let's do RVP stems folder, and it's going to be reverse height, pitch, timing. We don't actually have to do it that way. So if we open up this, we can actually make it slightly looser timing, slightly looser pitch, and we get more of a kind of natural. Let's try doing the level as well. That's going to slightly change it actually. Let's see if that's any better. You know, there is actually a problem here, is that one of the vocals has got a gap in it for some reason. I've made a mistake in the editing. I think that's what that is. If I look on here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, look, for some reason there's a little glitch there. Okay, so let's try something else. Did I export that? Let me just check. Can't remember if I did actually export it in the end. It was ages ago, wasn't it? Okay, cool. So I've done that one. So something else we can do. So let's take off. In fact, let's delete this. Delete selected process. Okay, so let's unmute that. And as you can see, I actually don't really know this program particularly well. Okay, so let's try this. This one doesn't have the little glitch in it. So let's try B, and we're going to do a doubler, and the input is audio 2 and the output is going to be audio 3. So now it's going to make a double track of this. So rather than Andre having to record double tracks, this will actually do it automatically based on what he's already got. So it'll be it'll like change the pitch slightly, the timing slightly to make like a kind of pseudo double track. Let's see what that sounds like. Pretty good. It's pretty good. So what it might make sense to do, in fact, is to actually select both of these, make a take folder, and actually just do a comp of these two together and then use that to create a double track. So obviously I'm not going to use this take because I've butchered it, put that little gap in the middle.
There are moments that you've been on my mind, that you've been on.
Okay, it sounds a bit.
That you've been on my mind, that you've been on my mind.
Play the track.
my mind. You've been on my mind.
Got a little extra bit there.
You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. You've been on. You've been on my mind. You've been on my.
We got that breathy one.
Been out in the cold, lost my sympathy and dry. Been out in the cold, lost my sympathy and drive. Sympathy and drive. I know what's deep inside. I know what's deep. I know what's deep inside. There's been tough times, I've had tears. There's been tough times, I've had tears. There's been tough times, I've had tears. I've accepted change. I've accepted change. I've accepted change. I've crowded out my fears. Crowded out my fears. Opportunity. Crowded out my fears. Opportunity. I've lifted all the guilt. Fears. Opportunity. I've lifted all the guilt. I've lifted all the guilt and blame inside. And blame inside. I made a promise inside. I made a promise
today not to give up the fight. Okay, so I'm going to flatten and merge this because I think that's working nicely. And let's just do a new alternative comp. Okay, let's save. Just double check.
There are moments you've been on my mind. Been out in the cold, lost my sympathy and drive. I know what's deep inside. There's been tough times, I've had tears. I've accepted change. I've crowded out my fears. Opportunity. I've lifted all the guilt and blame inside. I made a promise from today, won't give up the fight.
I just love the chorus on this track. It's just killer. Okay, so audio 1. Okay, so let's just scrap this and start a new project. Close this, don't save. Delete. So it's a great backup as well because it means that if there's like for some reason you can't use a take, then you can just make a new one in ReVoice Pro. It does this sometimes. Do I have to reopen it again? Come on, don't do this to me. Come on. Okay, let's quit and reopen. It's definitely expired now. Okay, so sending it to ReVoice Pro. I use the ReVoice Pro link here. Click capture. Okay, just make sure it's selected. So it's going to play the right part. It's going to audio track 1, empty project. I'll make sure capture is clicked.
You've been on my mind. Been out in the cold, lost my sympathy and drive. I know what's deep inside. There's been tough times, I've had tears. I've accepted change. I've crowded out my fears. Opportunity. I've lifted all the guilt and blame inside. I made a promise from today.
Give up the fight. Okay, cool. So let's do the doubler. We go doubler. Audio 1 goes to audio 3 presets. Let's go stereo vocal mild. Okay, process. And I think this is going to sound nice. Andre always sounds nice, but it's going to sound doubly nice because it's been doubled. Yeah! Killer. Don't give me that. What was that? I don't even know how to get it to move across there. I've lifted arms of guilt and playing inside. Okay, cool. So that's sounding great. So do export audio, audio 3, stereo. Okay, and then we can even try changing that to be, let's try a mono vocal mild, and let's do a new process and let's see what that sounds like. What? So if I go, doesn't sound too different to me. Maybe maybe I need to delete the one that was, okay, it's crashed. Great. Okay, let's just work with what we've got for now. And so I'll import that. And unfortunately, I think I'm probably going to have to call it a day. So I need to rearrange my schedule at the moment because I'm not getting enough time to do my streams at the end of the day. You know, life gets in the way sometimes. So let's see what this is like now on the track.
There are moments that you've been on my mind. Been out in the cold, lost my sympathy and drive. I know what's deep inside. There's been tough times, I've had tears. I've accepted change. I've crowded out my fears. Opportunity. I've lifted all the guilt and blame inside.
I made a promise from today.
There are moments that you've been on my mind. Been out in the cold.
So we could keep that. That sounds good as it is. I don't think I need to do anything there. This could be a little, just like a punchy kind of opening line, and then the rest could go a bit smaller. You can hear some, I think it's the guitar. I hope it's a guitar. There's a little glitch in the guitar.
There are moments that you've been.
I'm sure I can hear something in the vocal.
There are moments.
I hate having, as you probably know, if you see me doing these edits, I hate having kind of bleed and stuff like that in vocal tracks. I just really like the vocals to be, quite kind of clean and 80s sounding, really.
Moments that you've been on my mind.
Okay, cool. So let's find the second verse.
There are moments.
Okay, so I'm going to carry on with this probably tomorrow and do the second verse. So, guys, I hope that was useful. I'm sorry I can't go any longer, but as I said, I will be back on tomorrow to continue. So, thanks a lot for tuning in this afternoon, and I really hope that was a new thing for you. If it was, I hope it was exciting because I love this program. I think it's a fantastic time saver and also creative tool.